Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Thank you so much for clicking in. Thank you for your likes, overwhelming comments, positive, negative. They are all welcome apart from insults. Can you let me know if you can hear my voice? No audio. Can you let me hear if you can hear my voice? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yes. Okay. So where was it that there was no sound on the intro? Sound is good. Okay. Okay. So maybe the intro had issues or something, but I'm glad that I can be heard loud and clear. Thank you so much for clicking in. Thank you for your likes, overwhelming comments, positive, negative. They are always welcome. It's a reaction video, definitely. It is actually a reaction. It's a reaction channel. That is what it is. Okay. It is a reaction channel, and we are here with a different topic altogether. So let us see how it will go. Okay, the intro head sound. The intro head sound, but people are saying no audio. I don't understand. I don't understand, but it's okay. Let me give you a shout out before we start over because we have a different topic to talk about just now. I can see Eva Miller in the house, JT Podcast in the house as well, Eva Miller, Trihela Shivuri, Kung Fu Fanta in the house, Sunflower also in the house, Lucy's also in the house. Maybe we should be waiting for others to come in, but as the intro with the products head sound. Okay. Sawa. Okay. So I can see some of us in the house. I can see Evelyn joining, Miss Optimistic also is joining, and the rest are also watching us behind the tent. We have a topic here to handle. I've been having this topic to handle, bring it out here for some time now. But because of the shenanigans, too much drama that has been going on the streets and everything. So I don't know, guys. I don't know. So we have a medical appeal here, a fundraiser for Lydia Abitu. Lydia Abitu is one of us here. She is actually one of our keyboard reactors, a tough one, and she's been here for a very long time. She calls herself something like controversial, something kuhu. Maybe also if she's watching, she can write down here and share her name with us. Sorry, guys. So that you can know exactly who we are talking about. Controversial kuhu. She's been here in the comment section. She's a very tough keyboard reactor. She's called what? Kung Fu Fanta? Call me controversial. Okay. Call me controversial. Okay. Okay. Call me controversial, Kuhu. Yeah, she's been here for a very long time. She has supported us for a long time, but she had an issue that she's going to come here and share with us herself, and then we can know what we can do, if it will be meant for us to stand with her or not. But listen, it's not like we are forcing anything out here. If you believe in her, touched by her story, and you really want to reach out to her, kindly feel free. And if you don't need to come here insulting us, telling us so much stories. Like, guys, we are all here to hold each other's hands. Tomorrow is you, or tomorrow is me. Today is me, tomorrow is you. Today is you, tomorrow is me. You never know what life will bring to us. Today I might come here crying. Tomorrow it's you who will be coming here crying. So what is it that we need to do, guys? We all have our own positive side of thinking, negative side of thinking, and everything. But yeah, she's been here for a long time, and she's not been feeling well. And also, Kung Fu Fanta has done a video with her. For those who came in to support her, thank you so much for supporting her. For those who believed in her story, it's okay. For those who don't, it's still okay. We won't force issues here, but she reached out, and we are here to listen to her, and let's welcome her and listen to her, because, yo, guys, it is what it is. She's here, Lydia Abitu. Hi, Lydia.
Thank you. Thank you, Kara, for hosting.
Okay, I can hear you loud and clear. I don't know if others also can hear you loud and clear. Guys, kindly write to me down here in the live chat if you can hear us loud and clear before we proceed to talk about the issue of today. Okay. Yeah. Abitu, thank you so much. Kung Fu Fanta says I can hear her. Okay, thank you. Jason and Gina says, Lydia, you are supposed to call me. Let me know what happened. Lydia, you have to call Jason and Gina.
In fact, I was
Also,
going to
because I'm
thank
sure they've been following your issue since it came out. Kindly do that. Okay.
I will.
Epic
I will.
Facts, I see you in the house. Okay. Yeah. Eva Mila is also in the house. Thank you so much. Guys, thank you so much for reaching out today. So thank you so much, Lydia, for joining us this evening. We would like to hear from you just a little bit, because you are not a new person on the streets. You've been here on the streets for a very, very long time, and you have known how the thing goes. And maybe just because you've not been on the screens, and you've been on the keyboard most of the time, maybe you should just let everyone watching you to know you a little bit. So just tell us a little bit about you, please.
No, thank you so much. Thank you for hosting me, Kara.
You're welcome.
As you all know, my name is Controversial Kuhu. Yes. The thing is, I was involved in a car accident. It's been a year now. Last year in April. And it has just completely messed me up. Both physically and financially. Anybody who's been through that can attest to that. It's not an easy situation. I was rear-ended on the highway, and I've been having medical issues since. I've actually had more than 100 sessions of therapy, and still going. I have about 10 different doctors attending to me for different, like specialists. I was supposed to have a surgery on my right shoulder. I cannot even carry 5 pounds with this hand. It's very painful. I was supposed to have a surgery last year on December 15th. Yep. But I put it off because I don't have a way to pay my bills. But I'm at that point where I have to have it, because otherwise it will just keep getting worse. So I'm at that point where right now I've been served an eviction notice, because I'm not even able to pay my rent. I haven't paid my rent for 2 months. I even tried to talk to my lawyer, and he told me in America it's hard. I know if it was in Africa, a lawyer knowing that he's going to get me money, he would give me the money and tell me, when you get your money, then I'll get my money. But here they say they cannot do it. Yeah, they say it's not legal for him to give me the money. He would have given it to me, but it's not legal for him to give me money to take care of my bills while he's working on my case. So I had even insisted he just goes ahead and closes the case, because I'm at that point where I don't want to go homeless. So you can imagine having a surgery and being homeless. You don't want to have a surgery and be on the streets. That is why I put off my surgery, because if I'm not able to pay my rent, then what's the point of having a surgery and being homeless? So I've done everything, even going through the state to try and get even some food stamps. They denied me. So right now it's like I'm just struggling for everything.
Mm.
Yeah. Those who live in America, you know what Instacart is. Even
Mm.
just going shopping, my feet hurt. Like, a lot of times I've ended up in the emergency room just going grocery shopping. And
Mm.
that's the only way I can survive. I cannot I cannot walk around for too long. I cannot sit for too long. I cannot stand for too long. So it's like even sleeping at night, I have to take my muscle relaxers to sleep. But now with the
Mm.
state even denying me medical, I cannot even pay for my medications right now. So
Mm.
that's where I am right now. So
Okay.
yeah.
Jason Ingina says, I told you to ask him about Case Cash. I don't know him, the lawyer or who. I am not sure about that.
Jean, I was going to call you back yesterday, but by the time I got done, it was really late. Because looking at your time, you're on the East Coast, I'm on the West Coast. I didn't want to
Mm.
call you after 7. That's why I didn't call you because 7 was 8 on your end.
Mm.
I know you Americans don't like people calling you late. With us Africans, we can call each other even at midnight.
Anytime. Yeah. Anytime. Yeah, true. Oh,
That's
yeah,
why I
the
didn't
lawyer.
call you. And then today when I woke up, I was about to call you. Caro called me. So that's where we are right now.
Instacash is for rich people. Fekere says it's for rich people. Instant cash for people that are well off, according to Fekere.
Yeah, Instacart
That's
is
right.
for people who are rich. We, the poor people, are the ones serving them. Does she understand what Instacart is? Instacart is for
Okay.
rich people. I do it.
Mm.
I shop for
Mm.
people because I'm a poor woman. Shopping for
Mm.
people. Yes.
Mm.
That is not my profession, but that's a way to at least make some money to buy gas to be able to get around to my doctor's appointments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Nikki says that is why I like UK free medical care. As long as you have your papers, even the government will pay your unemployment benefit. Oh, really?
Even
Wow.
Canada.
I should move to UK then, because even in Kenya, you can end up staying angry in your house after that surgery. You come back home, you don't have any money left for you. Believe me, you will stay hungry with your medication in the house.
Even Canada.
Mm? Or
Canada
even in
is free
Canada.
medical. Yeah, free medical.
Mm. Mm.
Even Germany, it's free medical. But here in
Mm.
America, no.
Okay.
And Gina, they want me
So,
to provide proof that I have a job, that even if they can pay my rent for these 2 months, that I'm going back to work. How am I going to
mm.
provide that kind of proof? I actually spoke to our house rep the other day, and she told me she's going to call around and see what kind of help she can get from me. She still hasn't gotten back to me. I called my
Mm.
friend who is a senator in New York. He referred me to our senator in Minnesota. I called him, he hasn't responded yet, so I'm going to call him again today.
Wow.
So I'm getting all these runarounds and time is flying. Soon I'll have a sheriff knocking on my door because I've not paid my rent in 2 months. And figure that Instacart right now, I cannot even do it because my feet swell.
The feet are swollen. Actually, I had talked to her and she was showing me around because, I had to talk to her on a personal level side just to know everything that is going with her. When she's telling you, my feet is swollen, my this thing is done, um, I can attest to that. Okay.
Even my hand right now, I'm feeling pain just, keeping it the way I'm keeping it. It's trying to
That is
hurt.
the left one. Okay.
The right
So
one. The right one that is
kindly
bothered.
don't put pressure on it like this. Okay, you might just release it a little bit so that you don't put pressure on it. Okay,
Yeah.
I can see since the story was done, it seems like people have uh, a few ideas, or maybe sharing the opinion and ideas over here. We can see how to go about it. um there are things that people are talking about here, guys. Me, I don't understand. I'm a village woman, for God's sake. So you'll
Yeah.
just have to leave to forgive me for that.
That
The
is okay.
Instacash, I don't know how it works and everything. So if you're watching from the other side, if you're checking the comments from your side, maybe you can be helping me to answer these questions in here, Lydia. So yeah.
For some reason, I do not see. Let me see. No. Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, maybe you can comment on what Jason and Gina just says, that if you have zero income, you can get cash assistance, Medicaid, and food stamps. I work for social services. Okay, Jason and Gina says, maybe you can explain to me, because me, honestly, I don't understand what this is.
Pekere, yes, I work Instacart. I started working Instacart during the pandemic. I cannot afford to do Instacart. It's too expensive. You're talking about me sitting in the house and ordering? I cannot. I don't even have that money to be ordering from Instacart. I'm the person who you order. The rich people order, and I go and shop and deliver to their homes. But right now I cannot even do it because I cannot stand for too long. I cannot walk for too long like I used to. It takes a lot of walking. Someone ordering like 100 items. How many hours do you have to walk around the store? By the time I do that, I'll end up in the emergency room. It's not even worth it because my feet sweat and start hurting.
Wow.
I have that like burning sensation. Have you ever felt like you're stepping on a very hot rod on your foot? That's how my feet feel from that accident. Even sleeping is a problem because when that pain sets in, you cannot even sleep.
Oh, okay. Miss Optimistic also is asking if you have tried to apply for disability.
I have done everything. For me to be here, I have done everything. Disability, my lawyers are telling me that they are going according to first come, first served. Yes.
First come, first served.
I
So
applied
there's a
last
queue.
day. A long one, yeah. A long one.
So
I
maybe you have
did
to be
last
very
week.
patient. Okay, okay.
That's where I am right now. So, because I asked them if they can expedite because of my situation. They told me there are so many people who are in that situation and everybody wants theirs expedited. And they cannot, they have to go by first come, first served basis. So I have done an employment. They're contacting my previous employers. When I did it last year, they told me I had not put in enough to qualify. So I called them 2 days ago and they finally told me that they have. So now they sent me paperwork which I need to fax in. Then they can also interview my previous employer and then they can put the paperwork together and make a decision.
According to Sima, she says that it takes time for them to approve.
It
And
does.
also, Kung Fu Fanta says America has long waiting list for certain social services. That means it's a long, long, long list. Like you need to, it takes time for all these things to
Exactly.
be approved, right?
And all states are different. We're not the same. Every state has
The
their
cases are
own.
different. Mm,
Yes.
mm,
Yeah.
mm. Okay. My suggestion is also try and reach out to Catholic charities. This is an opinion from Miss Optimistic
It's
also.
optimistic. I have done everything. When I went to social services, I was given all these numbers. They say they're not getting any funding, so they even stopped helping. They're not getting any funding, yeah.
Mm.
Yep, that's where we are right now. All these charities have
Mm.
put everything to a stop because they're not getting any money.
Wow.
Yeah.
We are living in hard times and things
Yeah.
are not easy to go about. The way I'm looking at it, hello guys in America, I'm not coming to America. I am sorry.
Right now, in fact, before this accident, I was just telling Kara I was planning to move to Kenya.
Mm.
I've just heard it here. I was planning to move to Kenya.
Yeah.
Life in America is not what it used to be. when I first moved here back in the 80s.
Mm.
And I've always worked. I've never depended on, That's why I don't even know how to go about these things. That's why Jason and Mr. Nice have been helping me. I don't know how to go about these things because all I've ever known in this country is how to work hard.
Mm.
I've never been out here begging. Never. It's not my
Mm.
life. Yeah. So for me to
Mm.
be here, it's because I really, really need some help.
Wow. So this is the situation as per now, guys. For those who are joining us, maybe you can go back and rewatch again so that you can understand what she's talking about. She's speaking the American language that me, AM Carol from the village, honestly, hey, it's
Come
not
on.
applying.
Come on.
It's not applying all these things, but maybe if you can take your time. Yeah, Fekere, she says since that time she hasn't gotten anything. Yes, according to what Sima and Edwards and Jason
No.
and Kunta just told us, is that it takes time. It takes a lot of time because there are so many people. The list is too long for the people to attend to. So we just pray that maybe, just maybe, one of these good days, she might be the next one to be attended to. We're really praying for that. Mm. Yeah. So yes, Kung Fu Fantas, they tell me to stay where I am. Miss Edward also told me to stay where I am. And Miss Edward is asking what state she is in. She's in Minnesota,
I'm in
right?
Minnesota, yes.
Yeah.
Actually, in
Good.
Minneapolis itself.
Mm.
Yeah. Right in
Okay.
the Twin Cities.
So maybe our controversial Kuhu, call me controversial Kuhu, she's here always in the comment section, trying to wind with us all the time. Maybe you should tell us just a little bit about your background, who you are, where you came from before you got into US maybe, and just your background and when you go to the US, what you've been doing over there before what happened and how it happened and all that, if you don't mind.
Oh, for me, I came here right out of high school. I think I finished my high school in 1984, and then I came in 1986. And I made trips back and forth. Actually, have 4 children who are adults, 5 grandchildren. I just turned 60 years old. I'm among the old ladies of youth.
The wrinkled women like me.
Yeah,
Hey, hey.
called
Okay.
women of the lazy gang, right?
Uh-huh.
I just turned 60 years old, so I'm starting to feel right now. If it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't for this situation I'm going through, I'd still be feeling young, but this situation is making me feel older than I really am because of all the pain.
So if you finished
Yeah.
your high school in 1984, you must have moved to the US when you were about 20 years, right?
Around 1920, yeah.
Around 1920, and that means that you've been in the US for around 40 years now.
Around, yep.
Yeah. Okay. Uh-huh. So what have you doing in the US?
Actually, when I first moved here, I got into nursing, and then at some point I felt like it was just not for me. You know, I was in it because I care, but when I started working with people who didn't care, abusing patients, I was like, no, this is not an environment for me. And then to make matters worse, I was also involved in an accident which injured my knees and I had to go through a surgery. Nurses will
Mm.
tell you here we are constantly on our feet. And then back in the day, we were not getting paid enough. So it's like you had to hold two jobs. So we pretty
Mm.
much worked almost 24/7, 7 days a week. We didn't have a life. And
Mm.
after that, I could no longer stay on my feet. I decided to become a bus driver, and I started as being a school bus driver in Maryland.
Mm.
Those were in Maryland, Montgomery County. I lived in Montgomery County. I was a school bus driver there. Then from there, I moved to New York, upstate New York, actually, the capital of New York, Albany. Those who live in New York, Jason and Jean, I lived in Albany. I was a bus driver. That's when I became a transit bus driver.
Mm.
Then I moved back to Maryland because I got a job again doing the same with the county, Montgomery County. Then from there, now I'm in Minnesota, but I moved here because of my daughter.
Mm.
Yes, she needed help with my grandchildren. That's
Wow.
why I moved to Minnesota. But
Okay.
you know how these children behave when we bring them here? They start thinking now they know better than we do. So you let them be and let them learn the hard way. So that's what I did, and that's why I'm on my own.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I once saw that issue happening with my mom. She said
Yeah.
she doesn't want to be under anyone. She wants to be independent because when she's older and everyone is treating her like a baby and blah, 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 blah. I just want to be independent and be on my own. Even if I'm growing old doesn't mean that now people should mistreat me in their homes, according to her. I had that statement once
Exactly.
upon a time.
Exactly. Yeah.
Nikki asked, if you are 60 years, what about your pension? Maybe you can explain to us that. Can
You
see
know, in
this.
America, you cannot get anything until you're at least at the retirement age. So I have not retired yet.
60 is not retirement age.
No.
Oh,
People
what is the
still
retirement age?
come for, I think is it 62 or 65?
65.
But
Ah,
people are still working here. I'm seeing 70, 80-year-olds still working because you cannot even depend on that.
my auntie should be over 65 working in Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
She's
People are
still
pushing.
working.
People are
I don't
pushing.
understand.
People are pushing. For me, I want to work until I'm 70 still. When I get
Oh,
back on my feet, I still want to continue working.
oh, oh
Because I
yeah.
enjoy
People
what
are
I
saying
do.
it's
I
65.
miss what
Okay.
I do, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Mm. Okay. Okay. There are questions here that we need to ask are you a US citizen? Yes, she is.
Yeah.
She is. She's been there for over 41 years. She is. Hey, Leo, stop. Come. Ya Rabbi.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm a citizen, but remember, even when you're a citizen, you're from a foreign country. They still treat you like you're still a foreigner, right?
Wow.
So they look back. You're from Kenya. You're not born here. So it's a different
Mm.
ballgame.
So, is there any other community that uh, over there that can do a fundraiser also for you? Because I don't know if it happens in the US. According to Senorita, is asking that question, and these
You
questions
have to be
maybe
involved with
applies
these
to
places. You have to be involved in these places. And for
you
me,
have
my
to be
kind of
involved.
work, I never have time to get involved with anything because of my kind of work. So I'm always on the road.
I think I'm learning something. I should get involved in some community somewhere.
It's a
I'm
good
learning
idea.
something. Yeah, I'm
But then
learning
another
something.
problem with our people is,
Mm, mm,
this thing of I don't entertain that. So I stay away from that.
mm.
Yeah, I don't like negativity. So
There's a lot of negativities in those community
a lot.
based. Here we call them chamas.
Yeah.
There's a lot of negativity. The only thing is that you need to focus. I
And don't
do
forget
happen
getting
to,
involved with scams. I
yeah.
started a group here. If you've heard
Mm,
of the group called Quitu, if you're in
mm,
America, you know that group. It's called Quitu. I'm the one who started that group. The purpose of that group was for Kenyan women in America to help one another.
mm,
But it was taken over by some women who turned it into a group of making money off people instead. And now they're being taken to court because they were scamming people.
yeah.
The God that I pray got me out of it. Otherwise, I would be in
Mm.
court right now because of women scamming women. That was not the intended purpose of that group. Uh,
SEMA is also bringing out something, let me highlight it here. And I think I'm learning something, because this 2025, I've learned how to go about this church thing. You know, church is not just a place where you just go and worship. It's also a place where you go for socializing, you know. It says that if in churches, you have to be a member that pays tithe, offertory in most cases, before they assist you. And that is very true from my side, you know, also from my own place where I go to worship, the church and everything. Before, if something happens to you, before they come in, they have to check your record. Are you registered in the church? Have you been registering every year? How active have you been? They will check your envelope. Have you been giving tithe and blah, blah, and blah, blah, and blah, blah. So back here, we find ourselves investing into this so many things, just in case something happens. That is, if you are in a, you know, not all churches are straight churches. Some are also scammers. I've seen so many church scammers out there.
Especially Kenyan churches here in America, they're full of scams.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that is why sometimes we have to stick our heads into these mainstream churches like the Catholic, Anglican Church, and these churches that have been here for some time. Those, not these new ones from people from West Africans are coming to open, South Africans are coming to open, and such stuff. You know, they collect money and they disappear. They take their flights and go.
That's what Kenyans are doing here in America. They're opening these churches, and all they're doing is scamming people. They go by who pays the most.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of scams in the churches here.
Mm-hmm.
We just had a Kenyan who died here, I think, 2 months now. A group of women got together and they did contributions for his death. I'm hearing that they donated over 105 or more thousand US dollars. They took the body home, and all they gave to the mother was 200,000. So where's the rest of the money?
Wow.
It scares you to be involved with such people, because you don't know when you're going to get involved in such a thing.
Gladys is mentioning, is it the same Kwitu you just mentioned that Gladys talking about?
Yep, I'm the one who started.
Yeah, he says, no, girl, I'm in the group and we have still going strong. I bet you may have had differences with some individuals in the group. Kwitu has helped so many people and still doing so.
Yeah, but we still have some scandals going. Isn't Lily supposed to be answering to some questions of scamming people farms, buying farms, lands in Kenya, and not providing titles? Are you behind the news on that one? You may have the heart to help, but whoever your leader is involved in a lot of scams. But I'm the one who created the group. She's never going to tell you that. But if you ask around, they will tell you I'm the creator of that group. A lot of you that came in later, you have no idea, because all you know is Lily. Lily is like Kenge. Lily is like Kenge, exactly Kenge.
Okay. Fakere is very concerned over here. She said, I still don't get the answer. Why were you denied? Is it denied or delayed?
Well, I had to reapply again, because they gave it to me, and then every 6 months they have to do a review. And then when they did the review, because my uncle had sent me some money to help me with the food, that I had to put that in. And they said that was an income. It is a Somali woman who advised me to put that in as an income, and it's not an income. I was just telling Gina about that. That's when they denied me. And then they also want me to provide proof that I'm going back to work. How am I going to provide proof that I'm going back to work and I'm still not in a position to work? I'm still under treatment.
So you need to show proof that you are going to work, and you're still sick and you're not sure if you're going to work. So there's no proof. That
Exactly.
means there's no proof.
Exactly.
So maybe what you should do, you shouldn't get tired of applying and reapplying until a miracle happens.
That's what I just did. But then another thing is it takes forever for them to even. I had an interview with them last week, so I'm hoping
Mm.
something happens.
So we are going back now to your insurance information. The insurance was the one that was supposed to cover you on your surgery,
No,
right?
the accident is responsible for my surgery. I don't have an issue with getting the surgery. My
Okay,
issue is if I should get the surgery, well, how am I going to pay my bills?
okay.
That one,
So
whoever did
the
the
issue here is about paying the bills because the surgery is all taken care of and the
yeah,
hospital and everything. But
yes,
now your fear, according to how I'm understanding this, is that your fear right now is that you have rent arrears right now, and
yes,
maybe you might get out of the hospital and you find yourself kicked out.
yeah,
Do they kick people out in America?
yeah. They don't play. They take
You
you to
you might
court.
get yourself on the streets when you come back from the surgery. You might
Yeah,
find
they take
yourself
you to court. Yep, they throw your things out.
ah
Yeah,
they throw your things out,
they
and on
throw
top
your
of that
things
they
out.
take you to court.
They take you to court, and if you don't move out by the date that you're supposed to, the sheriffs are sent out to come and throw you out.
Wait a minute. I think
Yep,
I need to take my tenants here to court. I
yep,
throw you out and then I have to take you to court again.
yep,
And so who pay
yep.
for the lawyers? Because you don't have money for the house, you
You're
don't have money to
responsible
pay
for
for your
everything.
food, and you need to go to the court again.
You're responsible for everything, including their lawyers. You pay them.
Hello, Americans in the house.
Some may not even know because they've never been
Huh?
in such a situation. Uh,
Kung
Life
Fu
in America is
Fanta.
not what people make it look like. You have to go
I'm
through
trying
these
to
things to
understand.
understand them.
I'm trying to understand. There are so many homeless people in America due to health issues. Kung Fu Fanta
Exactly.
says, whoa.
Exactly.
Lord, I've been having a sick tenant in my compound since last year, November. November. And until today, he has never paid me a single penny. He just went back to work last month. And I'm just thinking of, let me just cover him because he was sick anyway. I'm just thinking about it. And you're telling me that in America, it's so cruel that no one will never want to know whether you are sick
They
or
don't
not.
care. They don't care. You sign the lease. Once you
Huh?
break it, you're responsible. And once you do
Directed
that, you
demo.
can never rent anywhere else because it goes on the public record. You've already been evicted, so nobody else can rent your place.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. 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 This is a very critical, or maybe let me call it a tricky medical attention. So tricky from my side, honestly. Lydia, if there was a way I could carry you out from America and come and try to do some massages for you back here, because OMG, this one is very, very tricky, complicated. And usually it's at this time when everyone will want to blame you for that situation. This is a moment where everyone will want to ask too many questions like, is it true? Is it true? Too many questions, but it's okay because we are all humans, definitely. No one will never, you won't expect everyone to understand your situation at this point, because for me, I'm really trying, but I can't. And so kindly get in touch with Jason and Gina, as you had said that you've been communicating to them. Kindly continue communicating to them. We have Jason and Gina here saying you are entitled to a legal aid. You need to get one ASAP. Don't get tired. I know you're going through a lot of pain. You are going through a lot of anxiety. You have blood pressure, which is very high because of thinking about everything that is coming up, and everything. Your health is really wanting. All these things in one person is not easy to carry through. You have a painful feet, painful arm, pressure is up. You don't know when you are going to eat, get your food and stuff. And I'm so sorry to mention this, Lydia, that even as I was talking to you before, you used to tell me some weeks ago that you could go to the Chinese to get some potatoes and boil and eat with hot water. I remember that week when we were having a lot of stuff and I was checking on you and you could tell me this. I used to feel, this.
Yep.
And there's no way I would have understood this, Lydia, unless I'm in that position. You understand? It's not
That,
easy for someone to. So when you see people questioning and everything, you don't need to feel sad about this.
no, it
Just
doesn't
know,
bother me at all because it
yeah,
is what it is. You can't change it. Mm.
yeah, yeah. Because no one will ever understand what you're going through. It's only you who understands it. And also being bold enough to come out at this point to share with the people, it should be not something that is easy for you. Because for me, I'm very much convinced, Lydia, that you're not that kind of a person, because honestly, you have come for me, you have come through for me big time. And I remember when, just allow me to mention this, if you're not,
No, I'm
if you're
fine.
if
For
you're
me, I'm
comfortable.
not sensitive at all.
Yeah. Early in 2024, was it 2024? Yeah, when you came through for me when I lost my grandmother. So I wouldn't be expecting you to be in this position right now. And that was before your accident, if I'm not wrong, when you came in through for me. Was it?
My accident happened in April last year, so it's been a
And
year.
you came through for me, it was in February. So it was before the accident.
Yep, I had a job. I was actually working. Yep.
Yeah. You wrote to me in February, and that was the first time you wrote to me in February 2024. And you told me, Carol, I'm so sorry for the loss of your grandmother. We were talking about cancer issues. You are consoling me. When you called me, I was really crying too much and stuff. And you came through for me big time. So I couldn't expect someone like that coming for someone helping other people. Also, you going through the same thing. And now, trying to, I don't know the right word to use. I don't know the right word to use. But Nikki says, I believe in her. Miss Optimistic says, seek for medical aid and file an appeal ASAP. Where is the social worker in the hospital? Laycroft Boland's asking as well. Fekere says, if I'm sick and can't work, I'm packing my bags and I'm coming to live with Carol's chickens. Fekere, I can tell you for free. There was a time I also was very sick in 2023. I think by then I had not even started this YouTube thing. We worked so hard. I was moving from a different house to this house. And I had a problem in my back. I couldn't walk, I couldn't eat, I couldn't do anything. The pain was
That's,
just too much.
that's
And
exactly what I'm dealing with. Yep.
yeah, I couldn't do anything. Every person I called, they were busy. I'm busy, I'm not around, I'm busy, I'm not around, I'm busy, I'm not around. So I had to call. I'm sorry, I have to bring this video out the way it is because this is the truth and I'm not afraid of it. Even if someone comes to ask me, why did you say this? I will say, I said it the way it was.
It's
I
life.
called in my own blood sister to come and pick me, to take me to the hospital. And she told me that she doesn't have fuel in her car. And she was coming away, not in Bungoma town. She was coming from a different town. So she had to drive 2 hours here to pick me and take me to a nearby hospital. But she was not able because she couldn't get money to fuel her car. I had to send her money to fuel her car for her to come and pick me from my own house, take me to the hospital, bring me back. That is how sometimes hard it can be in this world. It's very sad sometimes. If
Trust
you've
me, I've
never
been
been in
there.
this situation where you are too helpless, you can never understand. Sometimes the people that you think are close to you, they're the ones that really
They're the
disappoints
ones
you.
who destroy you. Yep. In your time of need. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was the sad part. Even if she will come fighting me, she will ask me, why did you I did not mention her in my video though. But I'm saying my own, who was the favorite at that time because she dropped from favorite. Okay. She told me, I can't come to your place because I need some fuel in my car. Wow. Yes, she did. So it's not easy.
Remember you created a GoFundMe account when I was appealing for help, and I gave it to a lot of my social media friends. I suspect someone reported that GoFundMe like I'm scamming people. I've never scammed anybody in my life. All I've done all my life is help, help, help. And all the people that I've helped, none of them has ever come through for me. None.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
If you ask around in this America, anybody that knows me, all I've done is help people. And nobody has ever come through for me. Nobody. Mm-hmm.
Wow. So you had a GoFundMe and it was reported.
Someone reported. Okay. So then I created another one.
But was that to GoFundMe shared or on YouTube or somewhere else, or you are just sending it to friends?
I was sharing it through inboxes to friends, both on YouTube, not on YouTube, on Facebook, because I belong to a lot of groups. So I shared to some women that I know, some friends that I have, both on Facebook and Instagram. And I suspect someone along the way reported it like I was scamming people. I've never scammed anybody in my life. I give away my money when I have it. Why would I be scamming people? For what?
So what even this other GoFundMe that Mura is actually, they're assuming that it's the reactors who reported. It was reported by their own people.
Yeah. This one I suspect is a Kenyan woman on social media who reported me. Because Kenyan women have never liked me because I speak up. When I see wrong, I speak up. And Kenyans don't like the truth being spoken. They don't like it.
Fekere, I think like Fekere is also getting in a situation like mine when my grandmother was very sick. What I could tell my mom, first of all, I had to get a personal nurse in the house. Okay. So every time they need something, I'll be like, just call me. Don't go around asking, just call me. Just call me,
You don't know the truth, yeah?
Sometimes we have to take these things in our hands, and sometimes it really gets out of our hands. It really gets out of our hands.
And anyone that is in doubt, you can talk to my doctors. They're willing to speak to somebody who wants to know the information. I'll be more than happy to let them know, listen. Let them know what's going on. My lawyer said he's more than willing to speak if anybody wants proof that, But I even have paperwork. I have a police report. I have all my medical records of what's going on. My doctor was actually supposed to write me a letter yesterday to take to social services to let them know that I'm disabled. I cannot work right now. Carrie just saw my disability sticker in my car.
Yes, I saw the disability
Why
sticker.
would I get a disability sticker if there's no proof that I have injuries, that are limiting me on what I can do?
Wow. Carol, forgive your sister. Yes, I
did.
did.
Masses of people in my life. This is the first time I feel so vulnerable because I have that pride. I've always worked so hard. And anybody that knows me knows this is a hard-working woman. All I ever do is work.
Yeah.
That's all I've ever known ever since I came to this country. Work.
Wow. The worst thing that can happen, according to what Nikki says, the worst thing that can happen to anyone is to work abroad and most of your life. But when you're sick, no help comes from the system. Yes, that is the worst thing that has just happened to our sister over here, guys. Now we have his information, sorry, her information. Good evening, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Miss P, thank you so much for joining us. We have her information in our description box. You can reach out to her as well in so many ways. Jason and Gina also, I think I advise you, my sister, to also continue connecting with the Jason and Gina as well. And also never give up. I know it's not easy. Sometimes you might give up, but kindly don't give up. Even if the list is too long, don't give up. Even if we have to wait, don't give up. Whichever way God will help us through to get to you, we will. Guys, health is first. Thank you so much. New Imbroglio says health is first. Health is very important for you right now, among other things. But again, we cannot also agree with the idea of you going to the hospital, staying for a week or two, and coming back to a locked out house. You know, that one also is very tricky. So our sister here is in a very tricky medical situation. That's how I can call it. So since she's having this medical condition, guys, she got an accident and it had just left her paralyzed. I can call that, because if that leg cannot move and that is how you're feeling when you're walking, then that's not even a leg to start with. It can't help you go anywhere. If the pain in the arm can't even pick a half or a quarter a kg of onion, if it does, you'll get yourself back to the hospital. Then that's not an arm to start with. So
have you ever tried to pick a cup of tea from the microwave? And you
no cup
cannot
of
do it
tea.
with one hand. I have to use my other hand to support my right hand to pick a cup of tea from the microwave. That's how bad it is.
It is. It can't cook ugali.
I miss ugali right now. Can you come and cook for me?
I think that is why I was saying, if America was just near here, I would pick my car, come and pick you and bring you back here in my home so that we can eat some ugali.
Ugali is my favorite. Right now I feel like I've not eaten because I've not eaten ugali. I feel like I've not eaten. I can eat anything, but I feel like I'm not eating because I'm not able to eat ugali because I'm not able to cook it.
Oh my God. Sima says that don't forget to call and file for a state hearing. Okay. Guys, if you're joining us right now, kindly, I might not start repeating myself in everything that we have said. The video is almost to the end. Maybe you can go back and listen to the whole story from how we started, okay? Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us. You can go back and rewatch the whole video. All right. So as we are seeing here that this, our sister, she is having a medical condition here. So we are really trying to find her some financial help as well, because already we've heard that her insurance is covering her surgery, but there are bills here to be paid. We have the house rent and also a few items like the grocery and just something to bite. But the house rent is very, very important for her, so that even if she goes to the hospital for the surgery, let her come back home to continue healing from home. That is very, very important. You know, instead of her going for the surgery, which the insurance covers, and then she come back and she doesn't find a home and she ends up in the streets. That's one thing that we are really, really trying to fight for right now. So if you can reach her out, let me maybe share if I have to. Let me see. Present. Yes, it's here. Present image. Let me bring this image. Do I have this image? No, I don't have it here. Let me see if I can present something. Share screen. Let me share the screen. The WhatsApp screen here. Okay. Just a second, guys. Just a second. Seems like I haven't shared the screen. I haven't sent the screen. So allow me to send this screen over here, guys, and also check in the description box. You will find the information over there to help her out. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, we have it here already. We have it here already, guys. Sharing these things also is not easy. Yeah, so this is the information that uh this is her information. You can make your direct donations to Lydia via Zelle, bank wire transfer, or through services like Western Union or MoneyGram, whichever way you might. Let me make sure that yeah, it's, it's seeable. Yeah. For services like Western Union or MoneyGram, the name is here, the location is here, written over here. PayPal is also written over here. Lydia Abitu Zelle phone number is also here. And then the bank wire transfers all are here on this information. The information is here. So where's the link? The link is here and also on my description box. Miss P, thank you. Remember, what happens to you today might happen to me tomorrow. What happens to you tomorrow might happen to me today. That is how the world revolves. So this is the information that we are giving out there. And I have to make this clear. This information I'm giving out here is not my information. This is Lydia's information. So there's no money that will be coming through me. Okay, don't send any money to me. I've said it how many times? Once. Don't send money to me, whichever way. Oh, I can't get this. Oh, Carol, please. No. Try your best. We have different ways of sending money to Lydia right now. We have the Western Union, we have the MoneyGram, we have the PayPal, we have Zelle, and then we also have direct bank wire transfer to this information given out here. So kindly, this is not about drama, shenanigans, and calling names or name calling. This video was special made for Lydia. And we are not forcing. Okay? If you feel for her, you need to come out and reach out, feel free. If you don't, let it not be a big deal. Let it not be a big deal because helping comes from the heart. Even for her, something touched her when she saw my post on Instagram because I never posted on my YouTube about the death of my loved one. I posted on my Instagram and she was also touched in 2024 February before her accident. She reached out. It also came from her heart. And also for me doing this video, it's also coming from my heart. I've never met Lydia. Hey, Lydia, have we met before?
And I really appreciate
I might be yapping here and then they will say, oh, those two ladies, they are scammers of the scammers on the street.
And Caro, I really appreciate. We are both from Western Province, but we have never met.
We have never met.
We have just met here on our social media.
Mm.
Yeah. But
Director is really feeling for you. Director is saying, Lydia, please come back to Kenya.
Trust me, like I said, before this accident, my plan was 6 months in America, 6 months in Kenya. That was my plan before this accident. But here I am now. I'm even stuck in Minnesota. Minnesota was not a place for me. I have job offers in Florida. I cannot go to Florida because I'm not able to commit to any employer right now in my state.
That means your hands can't hold anything, your feet can't walk now.
I'm struggling.
I don't know how you can work like that. I wish it was maybe something else apart from the legs and the hands.
I even tried to go back to work, working for the airlines. I could not do it. Throughout training, I couldn't even finish the training because my hands are too weak. I could not do it.
We are praying. Do also for you from your side, do what you have to do. As Miss Optimistic says here, you should have some patience advocate. Just do anything, whatever you have applied for, keep reapplying and reapplying. I know the list is too long, according to some of the people who have already told us who are living in the US. It's not also easy to get through to this help. It's not even in the US, guys. Even here in Africa, sometimes it's not easy to get this kind of helps. Even in the family circle, leave alone in the community, in the church, all these things that you've been mentioning, guys, it's not easy. Also, from the church, there's a way you have to invest a lot. You might end up investing a lot more than what you will receive in the end. That's how it happens.
And
In
you're
the
not
groups,
going as far as
it's the same thing. You invest in a lot. Some of the money will be scammed and stuff. It's not easy also. So we
I had
just
a
keep on.
church.
Yeah.
I had a
You know?
church in Maryland, but since I moved, I've been going to church online because another thing, if you live in America as a foreigner, you should know finding a good church is not easy. So for me, I remained with my church, which I've been going to for over 30 years, but they are based in Maryland. So only and attend it online.
It's very tricky. Jamaica News says I only take tenants that government help because at the end of the month my rent is sure, so I understand the system. Yeah, the American system is it's very harsh to humanity. It's very harsh to humanity. I have a boy who's been here, never paid my rent from November. And there's nothing like there's a government that will cover him or anything. It's just me and him. So if I decide to say it's okay, don't pay the rent, or it's okay, I understand your situation, it will be between me and him, which is being human at some point, because by the end of the day, money is not everything. Money is not everything. I'm earning from YouTube. I'm also earning from my farm. I'm earning from other businesses. I'm earning from my chickens. I'm earning. So why can't I leave this boy? He's been sick for 3 months, for God's sake. I feel so, I have that heart of feeling like, hey, bro, listen, what if you would have died? I would have lost it all. So continue working your back, get in your house, live and start paying my money slowly. If you are not able, it's okay. I understand from a human person perspective. But moving to America, this boy would have been in jail, definitely, or wherever, on the streets or somewhere. I can't even
America
imagine.
is not what it used to be when I first moved here. It has become very unfriendly. It's not what it was. It's changed for the worse. Yeah, things were much easier 30 years ago, not anymore. And like I
Wow.
said, even when you become a citizen, they still stamp it behind your passport. You're a foreigner.
Oh.
So that foreign stamp stays with you even when you become a citizen.
So what is the it doesn't matter the essence of even being a US citizen. I really don't get. Guys, kindly come back home. Marwa told you to come with only 1,000 shillings to buy land in the forest.
And you know some of us who don't change our accents. The minute they hear an accent, you're a foreigner. You're
Okay.
not an
Wow.
American, you're a foreigner. Mm?
Wow.
That's why people coming here within 1 month, they're twanging. Me, I refuse to twang. I'm a Kenyan living in America.
So they check all those things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, guys. So if you need to come through for Lydia, kindly come through for her. Check in the description box. I've shown you all the information over there. Kindly, the money will be going straight to her. Straight to her, straight to her. Okay. Anything you will want to tell us more, Lydia, kindly maybe just reacting also from the questions from the audience. Please feel
Guys,
free.
I will respond to each and every one of you. Trust me. It's just that on this side I cannot see anything. I have to go into the chat room, but trust me, I'll respond to each one of you. I appreciate you all. Thank you for lending me an ear. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, guys. This should be the end of this video. I didn't know it will take an whole hour, but it has, because this is not the first time we are seeing our sister Lydia here. She also came through Kung Fu Fanta's video sometimes back. And also, since we had communicated also, and there was a lot of drama going on, I told her, listen, Lydia, I'm in for you, but let this drama cool down a little bit, then I will come in for you. So the day is here. Actually, we were supposed to do this video yesterday. I could not get her through the phone. So today I got her and we are here. So guys, come through for her. And remember, all the money that will be sent will be going straight to her for her to fix herself over there. And let's pray all will be well with you, Lydia. We are praying with you. We are holding hands together to be with you through everything.
Thank you.
I don't want to get emotional over this, but yeah, that is it. Yeah.
Anyone that feels like talking, I mean, send me a text message. My problem is if you call me, because I have so many people calling right now, you know.
So will you allow me to share your Instagram link on the description box?
Sure, not a problem. Not a problem.
All right.
Thank
Okay.
you. So just send
Okay.
me a text message. Once I program your name, you can call
Yeah.
me. Yeah.
Okay.
Because if you just
All
call
right.
me, it's going to go into so many numbers that I don't know who it is.
Mm.
I'll not be able to know. Just send me a text message once I program your name, and then we can talk.
Oh, let me also try to remember this. Last time I saw you on Kung Fu Fanta's video, you talked something about losing memory and stuff. Have you
Yeah,
been treated over that issue or still on?
I had a brain concussion during the accident, so those are some of the things that I'm still getting treated for.
Mm.
Yeah, still very forgetful.
Okay. The forgetfulness, is it healing a little bit?
It is, yeah. It's getting better, but
Okay.
still forgetting a lot of things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nikki also says here, my sister, pray healing upon your life. Your situation breaks my heart, but God will see you through. Thank you so much, Nikki.
You. Thank you.
Yeah, Mr. Optimistic also, you will maybe when you have time, we'll check also in the comment section and see how people will be advising you on how to go about this thing and see the best way you can go about it from your side. Because honestly, me, I don't understand this system that you people are talking about. The American system, I don't understand it.
We have the American system and then we have state from state.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're praying all goes well for you. Thank you so much for availing yourself here. I'm so sorry, you are leaving to go to, I don't know where. You are trying to stretch yourself out there, but you've
Actually
come back.
wanted
You
to go
don't
to
need to be
Scotland.
sitting down for a very long time because of that leg. It needs to be like, doing more exercises for it. So
I've
thank you
actually
so much
been
for
in
your
the
time.
house. I've been in the house
Yeah.
the whole month because my car was also down in the shop for a whole month. So I finally got
Whoa.
it today, so I'm starting to make appointments to be able to catch up with everything. Because I had to put off a lot of things, my appointments, therapy appointments, because I'm still getting therapy.
Okay. We wish you all the best. That's all I can say. Wish you all the best. And if there's any question, guys, check my description box. Get to Lydia herself. Ask all the questions. She will answer all your questions. Give her the opinions, advices, and everything in there. I hope we will be positive about this. And also, even if there's some negativity, I'm sure that we will be strong because we have always been strong for this. We can't miss one or two or three people bringing in some negative vibes throughout. But let's just try to focus on the positivity. That is it.
Appreciate. Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys, for also joining in. Thank you so much for your advices in here. Thank you for
Thank you,
your opinion.
everyone.
Yeah, thank you so much for being here and listening to us, listening to Lydia. And I hope most of you will come through for her. Check my description box, guys. And all will be well from
Thank
your
you
side.
for
Lydia, don't go, just hold on in here. Even as I finish the live, just hold on there, don't go. Okay, asanteni sana, guys, for your love and support. Remember, we love you to the moon and back, and we have something else here to do. Let's hold our hands and do it together. Asanteni sana, guys, and let's meet again on the next one. It is bye-bye from my end.
Thanks, everyone.